Hi, and welcome to Evolve with James. I am your host, always your host, actually. If there's ever a time I'm not your host, somebody has murdered me um, for finding Bigfoot. I'm not really sure why. Anyways, I hope everyone had a good holiday. I hope everyone made New Year's resolutions that they have no intention to fucking keep. They're just telling people that because they feel like they have to provide some type of worth to their life, uh, like a goal to set instead of just doing it for yourself or just trying not to die or be healthy or stop beating your wife or pay attention to your children, stuff like that. Um, I'm going to start this off today. This is sponsored by Alehorn. Now, I don't actually have ale in here. I have water. But if somebody could please explain to me how to actually take this out of here without spilling it on all over myself, I think my buddy Bill got it. It was our how's it called? Chinese auction. Don't cancel me, Chinese people. We had like a Chinese auction at our gym Christmas party, and this was something I don't know if I won or not. I was way too drunk that night to know. But anyways, so you put the alcohol in here. Well, I put water in here, and you have to get it out. See this hole here? Like, how the fuck do you get this out without spilling it all over yourself? Now, I guess you can go like this. Right? I haven't actually done this yet. This may look fucking really stupid as I do it. Actually works pretty well. I guess you gotta take it out and like set it back in like that and hope the guy doesn't fall on you. But if anyone from Alehorn can send me like a DM and explain to me how the fuck I'm supposed to eat this, I appreciate it. Eat this, drink this out of this thing because I can't figure it out. Moving along to something next. Um, Pretty sure everyone's heard like the news. Oh, I guess I should talk about this tree that's still up. It's like I think it's like the 12th of. I think it's the 12th today. Is it the 12th? It's the 12th of January, and my tree is still up. I like it. I'm feeling like it's part of the family now, and I'm thinking of keeping it. If I keep watering it, I'm not sure how much longer it'll live, but I'm hoping for I don't know 6 more months. I know that sounds very unrealistic, but if not, I'm gonna keep getting a tree. I'm thinking about getting a tree. I really like it. It makes me happy. Makes me I don't know. Maybe I breathe more oxygen from it. Uh, it looks a little sad right now. It's a little droopy. It's probably dying. But I was thinking about decorating it for different holidays. Um, you know, maybe a fall one, like a summer. I don't know. Maybe putting little fucking beach balls on it and uh, squeezing fucking suntan lotion or some lock or suntan lotion all over it. I'm not sure how I'd get it off after. I'd probably have to wash it. That'd probably be about the time I'd have to throw it out anyways, if it even lasts that long. But I think what's the next? So no, we got Black History Month coming up next month, right? February. Does anyone have any ideas what I could hang from my tree for Black History Month? Because I don't want to offend anybody, so I want to be careful, like what I hang from my tree. I'm not sure. I mean, I could just skip it and go to Valentine's Day, but maybe I could do both. Maybe I could do both. Let me know if anyone has any answers to that, because I am a little curious. What else? I was the tunnels, right? So there's like these tunnels that I mean, I'm close enough to New York City, so we hear about it every fucking day. There's apparently some synagogue, like some burrowing fucking tunnels under New York City. Like I don't know if they've been there forever, because like maybe prohibition or the Underground Railroad, or maybe people just like hiding out, or maybe it was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or I don't know. But supposedly these Jewish people are digging tunnels, and like the cops are like breaking it up. And there's a huge issue with that. What I think is happening is I think they're trying to dig a tunnel to Israel so that they can transport um, like really good weapons that the U.S. makes, because that's how we try to make sure we start and continue every war in this world. They're transporting weapons. They're trying to dig a tunnel directly to Israel so they can transport more weapons to fight Hamas. Uh, I could be wrong. I'm not going to say I'm right. Just the thought. It's equal thought of like, what did I say last month? I think that like obesity is causing climate change. It's been really warm this whole winter, and I see a lot of fat people. I see a lot of illegal people here too, but it's a whole nother question. Is anyone wondering why like they're canceling schools and taking kids out of school and homeschooling them, which we already saw during COVID was an absolute fucking disaster. And they are putting illegals up in schools in New York City, thousands of them. Pretty sure. I mean, if that happens here in the fucking town of Lakeland or whatever the fuck we were at, where the fuck are we? Cortland Town Center. I will stop paying my taxes to this area, and if there's an issue with it, I will. I don't know what. I don't know what I can say out loud on here. Maybe found the town supervisor or the mayor of this area and have a meeting with him late at night at 2 in the morning when his whole family's asleep. Wake them up with a giant protest in their front yard, screaming, and we'll do it every night at like 2 in the morning to make sure they never can get any sleep until they don't. I mean, they're not doing this now, but I could see it. I could see it moving here because that cunt fucking Hochul, she just keeps bringing him in. She has no intention, and then that stupid fucking mayor in New York City is just trying to place them everywhere. And I know listen, nobody is fucking fooled by this bullshit. You're trying to replace any possibility of a conservative vote because this state is growing because people are so fucking sick of Democrats. Joe Biden may or may not be alive. Nobody's really sure. He may or may not have dementia. He may or may not know his name. But I think even a lot of Democrats are not planning on voting for him next term, which leads us to another whole issue, which is a lot of states, and I have wrote them down as of now. Like, there's a whole bunch of states that they're banning the possibility of anyone voting for Trump in. There's a lot more, I guess they're trying, but right now it's like Colorado, Arizona, California, Maine, Michigan, Minnesota, and Rhode Island. I mean, this is clearly, which is the most ironical thing. We have been sending troops in our military to other countries for the last 30, 40 years to try to establish a democracy because of them illegally trying to keep, the opposition out of the vote so they, the party in power can stay in power. We've literally been spending, American lives, taxpayer dollars, fucking just a tremendous amount of waste, ending up starting wars in other fucking countries, building up hatred just to stop what the Democrats are doing right now in the United States. Does that make any sense? I mean, when are we going to say it's Civil War time? It's beyond time, but it's fucking almost a complete go time. I don't see any other way. I'm sorry, people don't understand that, but there's no other fucking way. This can't happen. I mean, what are we gonna do? I mean, if it continues, there will be a one-party state. Now, any of you that are fucking Democrats, try to just put the shoe on the other foot. If you really are afraid of Donald Trump or Republican being in power forever without the possibility of ever getting them out of the possibility realm of voting for him out, You can't possibly agree with this. You can't. If you do, you're a communist and you're a fucking piece of shit and you should be strung up on my tree. Maybe I'll put you people on my tree. Maybe. I mean, pretty much can find out everything about everyone nowadays through the internet, so never know. Moving on. I guess this goes back to like not New Year's, but I do get a lot of fucking New Year people that like say want to do this or that with strength or lifting, and then you have the people that have zero fucking discipline, have zero um, focus, and who every like month or week or 6 months they're always changing their goals, and they never understand why they're not reaching their goals. They're never understanding why they're not. Every time they're starting to get stronger, then they get hurt all the fucking time because they're constantly changing, or they're changing their programs, or changing their coach, or changing this, or changing that. I understand if your coaches, you're good changing your coach because you're getting hurt or you're getting nothing out of it, and you've been paying for years or whatever. But you got to give things time. You can't say like I want to squat, in briefs in a squat suit, and I've never done it, but I'm going to do it once every 3 weeks, once every 4 weeks. No, I want to change to something else. No, I want to, because like you're not getting the answers you want. The answers are not going to be what you want. Everything is, especially with equip lifting, it's a learning curve. So you jumping around hoping somebody will just give you what you want is the worst thing you should want to have, because you are definitely going to get hurt, and it's definitely not going to work in your favor. And if anyone cares to come on here and DM me, or just wants to come on here, or wants to send a message and tell me why that will work, tell me please, and tell me how it's going to happen. We're going to put a countdown, and we're going to start, and we're going to see the fruition of it. Like, before you reach your goal, I will promise you're going to get fucking hurt. Promise. And then I will laugh, and I'll publicly put your name on here, and I'll pick on you for being a fucking retard. But I don't know. I just think these people are lazy. They don't want to work hard, and it's pretty much this whole generation of like 20-year-olds that just don't want to put time and effort into learning something. They just don't. And then I have a 17-year-old kid, this kid Benny. Like, he literally will do everything I say. Like, he just keeps fucking straining and grinding with it over and over, trying to figure shit out. Do the same thing over and over, trying to make TV better with it. He knows he's just got to keep learning things more and more and more. And I'm like, he's a young kid. Like, it's rare. And I think if he keeps going this way, doesn't let a woman or stupidity or get too crazy and go to jail, then he'll end up being a great equip lifter someday, a great power lifter, because he's willing to put the time in, and he knows it's going to take years to do this. Instead of everyone wants it like right fucking now, and that's not realistic. You might be able to get really strong very fast, but in the long term, connective tissue, bone density, muscle, tendons, all these things are just getting fucking whacked hard as fuck. And I'm 47, and I can tell you, because I didn't listen a whole lot until I was like, I think 28, 29, and I already like beat the fuck out of my body. I live on Tylenol every day. And before that, I was on painkillers for a long time. Vicodin and codeine. You don't want to fucking destroy your body. I'm 47. I'm in pain all the time, pretty much. Still lift. I have good days. I have bad days. But I definitely think my body, my joints, my hips, my elbows, my knees would have been a lot better off if I would have just listened to someone. But then again, people didn't talk about this. I don't think they had the knowledge. When I trained years ago, people just would hit it hard as fuck all the time. It seems like it's rolling back around that way with this new generation of lifters. There's 20-year-olds that are doing the same thing that my dumbass generation did. It's not gonna work well. I can promise it. You're gonna be hurt really fucking bad. But who am I to tell? Anyways, so I was what is this thing with Hunter Biden? Um, AKA, I'm gonna call him the Kraken from now on, not the mythical creature from ancient Greece, like Kraken, because he's always like fucking all over the place. He's definitely listen. Crackheads don't stop smoking crack that easily, and the odds are he's not. It's like 4% or 5% that actually come clean. So more than likely he's not. Why? Because he's never gonna hit a bottom because his fucking family's loaded because they're embezzling our money and stealing money and selling state secrets and getting it from overseas also. So this dude's never gonna stop. He was just in a congressional hearing and about his involvement and selling secrets and taking money and Joe Biden getting money from this, and he just got up and fucking left. Now, can you imagine any of us leaving, just walking out of a courtroom? What would happen to us? Well, I can almost guarantee you would go to jail, and they would leave you in there for days until a new court date arose. I don't understand how this is just fucking okayed. People are okay with this. This isn't normal. Especially like this shit's going on. The whole Jeffrey Epstein, all these names are coming out of people that like visited this island like 30 to 50 times, which, listen, say you go there once and you get there a second time and you're thinking you're just hanging out with all these rich people and you're trying to network. And then you realize like there's like a child pedophile ring there. You would stop going back. It wouldn't take you that long to understand that. It wouldn't take you 50 times, Bill Clinton. It wouldn't take you that long to figure that out. Unless you were actually going there for the children. Right? But we have all these names of all these people, and so for some reason our State Department is not interested in them. They're interested in people from January 6th that went to Washington. We're at D.C., just listening to Trump's last speech, and they were, camped out, and they were just going to leave the next day. And then, the FBI planted a bunch of moles and to get people to go into D.C. and allowed them to wander through the State House, and now they're literally like fucking searching these people out and like arresting them, kicking down doors and stuff, like they're fucking El Chapo. What the fuck? I mean, literally. And at the same time, it was a couple weeks ago, all these fucking pro-Hamas cocksuckers are fucking there in DC, like forcing their way into the Capitol building. Nobody cares. They're fucking blocking bridges, blocking state roads, blocking people's way to work, terrorizing like fucking in colleges, all this shit. Like, you can have these pro-Hamas people at colleges, in these campuses, and in these fucking, at these high schools, like protesting and like causing a huge problem. And at the same time, you're gonna say like, we have to worry about gun violence and we have to get rid of guns because kids are shooting up schools. You people are fucking these kids up. All of you who are allowing this are fucking these kids up. You're creating school shooters. You're creating these fucking mini. Listen, by us going over into the Middle East and interfering and causing the problems we created ISIS. Let's not make any mistakes there. We created that shit. Are we not creating that here at home right now? Does anyone not see what the fuck is going on? We're creating terrorist cells in our own fucking country from Americans, just like we did over there. And at the very same time, Joe Biden, like 30 to 40 other fucking millionaire people are creating underground bunkers all over this fucking country. Do you think they don't know what the fuck they're doing and they want to have some type of like underground protection when the shit hits the fan? Why are we allowing this? All those people creating these bunkers, you know what we need to do? Large groups of us need to map them out. I'm going to map them out and let everyone know where they are in the next podcast. And if there's something big happens, large groups of us need to go and take over those bunkers. Take over them. Get right down in there. And kick them out so they can fucking deal with the fucking shit they created. I think that's the only fair thing to do. Like, thank you. You created this problem. Now you fucking live in it. And us that did not want to create this problem, we stay down there until everything's fucking done burning. Because I tell you, I don't believe it's a nuclear attack. I don't believe that's going to happen. I do not believe aliens are here or coming here. I totally believe we're not special and there's some other life out there. I don't know if they give a fuck about us or if they'd ever find us, you know. Be like throwing a fucking, a penny into the middle of the ocean and then being like, you know what? Throw a penny into the ocean out of a fucking airplane. Not knowing where the airplane was. Random, the whole ocean. And then being like, you know what? You have to go find that, It probably will never happen. It could take 1,000,000 years to have somebody find me. How the fuck are you going to find that one? I think that are pretty much the odds of, extraterrestrial life finding this planet, or us finding one's habitable, vice versa. So I don't believe it's that. I'm saying it can't happen, I'm saying maybe, but I'm saying I don't believe that has anything to do with it. I believe they're stirring up. There's an internal war. They're afraid to lose power, and they're going to let this country fucking burn for a while, and then come up and be like, we need to have like military control over the whole country now, because things are out of control. Because the country turned into like literally the movie The Purge, but Purge forever. So the government's gonna be like, hey, listen, you guys cannot control each other. Now we have to take your weapons, and we have to put a stop to this. And if we let that happen, if we don't, kick them out of their bunker and throw them out there to get fucking slaughtered with everyone else, that will happen. I don't think people should think it can't happen. Just because there's a lot of us that have weapons does not mean it cannot happen. It definitely could happen. I mean, we need to seriously put some thought into that and what we need to do. So, sorry, this is supposed to be a chipper podcast. It still is fun. You just gotta have fun in thinking like what you can do to these people once you get a hold of them. All right, let me see that. I can fucking drink from this horn of plenty. Yeah, I know I didn't wash this first, so if I died during the middle of this podcast, you know why. I don't know what the fuck is in this thing. I probably should have washed this thing out first. Yeah, how would you wash the inside of a fucking... I don't even know if that's a tusk or what the fuck that is. I'm guessing it's plastic if I had to guess. There's no way it's real ivory. Yes, I mean, how do you guys feel about that? I mean, you don't have to, listen. I don't really give a fuck. The whole, Israel, Palestine. I don't care. They've been fighting forever. Let them fight. I don't care. I just don't want our country to be part of it. I don't want to pay taxes towards it. I don't want our fucking people to get killed over it. I want us to stay the fuck out of it. I do not care. It's not for me. I don't feel it matters, to be honest. To be completely honest. What else was there here? Oh, yes. So, I wanted to talk a little bit today about what people feel Like maybe like what you feel is like the most important thing to change in this country. Like, does anyone think that like there's a pathway back to what we had before? Uh, does anyone think that there's a way to get that back without a civil war? I know every time something really horrible happens, people think it's the end, like COVID and this and that. Like, I never believed COVID was the end. I'm just saying, like, look at even the last 2 years, how drastic things have changed. People can, I've heard you stupid people say, like, oh, well, I think things are better in terms of, since before when Trump was like, what was the problem with Trump? People didn't like his tweets. They were fucking butthurt. No one's economy was crashing. We weren't starting wars in the Middle East. Like we weren't fucking. The Middle East was actually doing great. So like, what exactly? Like what actually was wrong with that? I can't ever get people's like a real answer to that. They regurgitate shit they watch on CNN, stuff they see on Instagram or Facebook, all this bullshit propaganda flood. And I have to be on both. I try not to argue on Instagram because the gym's under that, and I don't want it to get canceled. My Facebook, I sometimes argue my personal one with the town of Mayapack, the stupid fucking. It's the stupid white women that are liberals that think they're the ones that are rich that don't have to work a day in their life, and they think they have an answer to everything, answer to every fucking thing. Then you look and they got the trans kid, and their husband looks like a cuck. Like he sits there and watches the wife get fucked by multiple different guys, and he's like, "Yes, honey. Yep, I'll clean you off after." This is literally who these fuck. I always look at their pictures, and I go on. I take a look at their family. I look at their children on Facebook, and they're all fucking disaster. What the fuck is going on here? Sometimes I wonder why I'm still living in this state. I don't want to be here. I'm here right now. I mean, my son's at the age where, like, I mean, my ex-wife could move. I mean, she lives in New York State too, in Syracuse, and it's definitely the economy sucks for her too. She has her own business, and I don't think she's gonna stay here forever either. So, like, I mean, should I stay here? And I want to move, thinking Tennessee. I'm not going to move to Texas like everyone else because a lot of Californians and a lot of liberals are moving there because they're sick of the cities that they destroyed, which makes no fucking sense. They're going to go there and destroy that city too, or that state. So I think Tennessee, hopefully, right now is the safest one to choose. But I'm here really. I won't leave it. I won't like abandon my gym, the people at the gym, because I know they care about me, and I know I brought something to this area that is not here. Now, how I have no idea how more people are not members. I think it's because they're pussies. I think either half of them are. Uh, when I say fags, I don't mean gay. I mean fags, like bitches. Like they want to starve themselves, flex in the mirror at the local gym, at these stupid faggot gyms, and these commercial gyms, and be like, "Oh, look at me. I'm 155 pounds, and I'm a 24-year-old man." Like, you're not a man if you're under 200 pounds. Like, you can't even. You should never call yourself a man if you're under 200 pounds, ever. That's it. I'm sorry, you're not. You're a child. That's what you are. So, I think a lot of those people are just pussies. And then you have the ones that hear that people are like afraid of my gym because we're like a powerlifting gym. But there's half of it is the powerlifting gym. I mean, not maybe not even half. A lot of people just are there. Members are there because they like the atmosphere. They don't like to be training at a place with a bunch of fools. Someone's always there to help you or spot you. Um, everyone is always, we're like a big family. So I just don't know. It bothers me that I can't grow that, and I don't know if it's like 'cause the name's not out there. So how do you advertise? I mean, we're kind of off the beaten path in Mayapack. What I am going to do is I am going to do something crazy for this next election. I'm probably going to have a Trump, a vote Trump flag for the next election. I'm going to order a flag, a giant flag banner, and put it on top outside the building. And I'll just bring it in at night because there's cameras out there. And if I leave it out and somebody comes and tears it down or eggs or is into the building, I know for a fact I will look at your license plate. I will go to your house and I will do something very bad, horribly bad. So to try to avoid that, I'm going to take it down every night. And that doesn't mean I'm still going to get these people tempting me to destroy them. They're probably going to, and I'm probably going to, because we live in a state where you're not going to go to jail, and I understand that. I'm going to take full advantage of that if you fuck with my business, my livelihood. You fuck with anyone that I care about, you are going to be in pain. You and everyone that you care about. But to be happy or no, I'm thinking about a giant Trump banner. Purpose being to go viral as it. And this is either going to work or it's not. But I'm wicked frustrated that I don't have it. Know that more people aren't there. I'm just hoping it's not that people don't know, because the gyms around here fucking suck. There's none. That's why I opened it. I couldn't even lift anywhere around here. There's nothing without driving fucking an hour. Nothing. Nothing remote. For actual powerlifters or real strength athletes. Like real people that don't want to go fuck around, don't want to have, somebody curling in the fucking squat rack for an hour and a half. 8 friends on 4 different benches. You came in with a bunch of friends and you're split up on all the benches. Why don't you train together, you fucking retards? But like, this is what I see. So, I couldn't lift in that environment. So I built this one. And it did not get the turnaround like I thought it would. So I'm going to attempt to go viral and see what happens. I'm hoping there's enough people in this area that are sick of the liberal bullshit that, they stop going to their gym, even maybe for that, and come see us. I don't get people that come in that leave. It's like they may have leave because they're lazy and they thought they were going to start exercising and they didn't. But the majority of them, but everyone else who comes like that was an actual, like that lifted, worked out, stayed once they remember, because I'm very different than every other gym. People just have to like give it a chance. Like, it's different in a good way. The gym you're at sucks. It's a commercial gym. It sucks. You're never going to get bigger or stronger or faster there. It's not going to happen. You may think you will, but I mean, where are you at? I look at you. I follow you guys. You look the same every fucking year. Your strength is the same every fucking. The 3 years I've been here, not a single fucking one of you are any bigger or any stronger. Yet everyone at my gym is bigger and stronger in 2 years. Not even 2 years yet. It'll be 2 years February 1st. So that's my position there. Now there were some other fun things. I guess McDonald's is doing a double Big Mac. They had one years ago, and the person at McDonald's made it completely wrong for me and my son. And the thing was like this fucking big. There was like, I think there was 8 burgers in there and 8 buns. Fucking McGiacomo he was like 9. Like, he's not a super big kid yet. And his little mouth was trying to eat this thing. It looked like he was trying to eat a basketball. Like a mouse eating a basketball. It was hilarious. But anyways, so McDonald's is doing this again. I took a picture of it. I don't think there's a lot of information about it, which is kind of saddening to me, because I'm really hoping it comes back fast. Yes, a new double Big Mac, but there was already a double Big Mac. See this thing? Now, if it's made correct, I hope it'd be nice that they made it incorrectly for me again, but this is what it looks like. This is probably the best news I've heard all year. I know the year started, but haha. But I'm really happy about it. Do I think I should live off McDonald's? No. That's a good way to have a heart attack at 47 years old. Actually, I'll be 48 April 1st. But yes, April Fool's Day. But I don't have the mac sauce on it, so it makes it a little healthier. But I'm interested when the day they come out. I am going to get as many as possible, and I'm actually going to have a start of my podcast me eating as many as I can. I think I can get 7 or 8 down. I might be able to get 10. We'll find out. I'm gonna order 10 and we'll find out how many I can get down. But I know I can at least eat 7 or 8 of these. There isn't a fucking doubt in my mind. I mean, if anyone would like to have a competition with me, I know Bill would definitely beat me. But anyone other than Bill, no, they're not beating me in a giant fucking mega. They should call it mega, like mega McMac. That would have been a good name. McDonald's, if you need me to create names and come up with new menu items for you, just pay me. I will. I have no problem with that. Oh, what do we have here? San Francisco. Mmm, a San Francisco treat here. Well, this is a San Francisco treat. The board of San Francisco just passed a resolution. I don't even know what the fuck that means. Urging for a ceasefire in Gaza. How fucking ignorant do you have to be? How fucking like self-absorbed to think you were in another fucking country in a shithole of a fucking state in a fucking city that's riddled with fucking filth, and you think you're going to urge you're gonna get through to these people, and God, like, you know what, Israel, God's like, stop fighting, stop fighting, because you should listen to us because we have tons of homeless illegals, uh, homeless drug addicts, homeless crazy people, homeless heroin addicts, all different kinds of drug addicts living off the street, shitting in the street, camping in the fucking street. Um, we have all this going on here. We can't solve it, but instead we're going to solve your problem and fix it for you guys so you guys don't have to fight anymore. How fucking arrogant must you be? And stupid. They do have one of the dumbest mayors in the United States for the state of California, so I guess that makes somewhat sense. But that is all for today. Think about it, and also think about, like, how many Big Macs, double Big Macs, Mega Macs you could possibly eat. And can you beat Bill? Better question. Till next time. Oh, fuck, I'm old. I can't even get out of my chair.